Gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, we are here. I go by the name of Jimmy Cool Wilder. That part in case you're new to the channel. And before I go any further, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers that I do have. You didn't have to take time to look into what Jimmy doing or any case like that. But Jimmy love the people and the people love Jimmy. So I appreciate y'all. Without y'all, there is no Jimmy. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So when I do decide to drop some content, you'll be one of the first to know. Pardon the attire. Jimmy is a Knicks fan. I am ready. You know what I'm saying? Blue, white, and orange all day in America till I am called to the upper room. But anyway, besides that, let's walk and talk with Jimmy. Let's walk and talk. I came across this battle. Shout out to my boy Coogi. You know, we was talking on Twitter, and he was, sharing his itinerary, what he got going on, the battles that he already had, the battles that is upcoming. And Jimmy's like, I love the work ethic. You know, he's getting some names, and I'm expecting him, from what I've already seen, to put on and make a name for himself, to make his name more of a household name, if it's not already a household name. But this current battle that I just seen last night, watched one time, so this is off a first time watch. No notes, no none of that. I don't want to ruin it for the fans, because my viewpoint, I don't want to sway. That's the kind of battle rap analyst I am. I don't want to sway anybody to believe what I'm saying is law, because this sport is definitely opinionated, and there's nothing more I can say about that. But I am going to say this: Coogi versus Saga, Th3 Saga. Yeah, I want to start off with Saga. Saga went first. Like I said, I didn't write down no notes, but I'm just going off what I've seen. The way that Saga's been writing, the way that Saga's been putting his bars together, his performances, the aggression, the hunger, the fight, to get back to where he was headed. And it doesn't have to necessarily be on a URL stage. Just get people back in tune to, this is what I do. This is the kind of hunger that Saga's had right now. And he's had several battles as of recently where he's been just demonstrating this caliber of work. And Jimmy salutes that. You understand what I'm saying? Because you were reaching a plateau, and then you had a little minor setback. And 9 times out of 10 when that happens, people, this culture was so quickly to write these individuals off. But the way that I see it is, it takes a lot to get on that stage. And I always reiterate, you can't choke, you can't stumble, you can't have a mishap. You got to engage the crowd. You got to be witty. You got to be able to rebuttal. Like, you got to bring a lot of things to the table and be flawless with the performance. I think a lot of us fans, and sometimes us bloggers, we take that for granted because we're not in the shoes. We don't do it. So we really, really don't know what it takes. You really have to sometimes, depending on how you prepare for a battle, got to shut down part of your life to really get in tune mentally, physically, and maybe even spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? So Jimmy keeps this in his head. You know what I mean? Like, this is why I would never come on here and slander anyone, no matter if I'm talking about basketball, football, battle rap, whatever. I know what it takes. I see the work you got to put in. So I salute y'all for even doing that. But back to the battle. Saga goes first. It's just the writing, man. I really noticed the level of writing. Like, it was a lot of bars that he had to bring back just a little bit so we can really understand it. Then once they caught it, the crowd was like, oh, you understand what I'm saying? Even had Jimmy like, damn, I didn't even catch that. You understand what I'm saying? But Saga had a great round. Like I said, this was a run-rounder. The aggression was there. The performance was there. The setups was there. And what he's doing now, I think I just noticed, is he's touching on different topics and different angles, but he's using it like in a 2 to 6 bar range. He's not dragging a scheme out. He's not dragging an angle out. He's going from 2 to 6 bars, getting to the point, haymaker or dope bar to end that. You know what I mean? Jimmy, a little tongue tie. Listen, I'm excited about my Knicks, so don't fault me. But yeah, he's using the 2 to 6 bar setup to get to his point, of the angle or whatever the case may be. And I've noticed that as of recent. I'm not saying you haven't done this in the past, but Jimmy's more tapped in. I've been paying attention, Saga. So you get a A+ for me in that category. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is Saga tapped into, a little bit with, using a gun and stuff like that. And the only thing that's my only knock on his round was, yeah, we know you a Christian battle rapper and you wasn't using gun bars or whatever the case may be. But now you using gun bars, it just seemed a little weird. And I'm not saying you can't be out here and defend yourself and be gripped up. Jimmy's not saying that we're living in a crazy time. But it's just, that's like, I use Bow Wow, for example. He came in the game, he was young. He did nothing about, he had hits for the females and the ladies and stuff like that. And then now that he's transitioned or trying to transition, or when he attempted to transition to something else for like the hood or whatever case may be, it was like, yeah, you Bow Wow, but nah, that ain't it. That's what it felt like for me. But it's not no big knock from what Saga do, because even with you using a gun bar, you still got to listen to how you set it up. So it wasn't bad. It's just, Jimmy, I can't speak for nobody else. I would prefer if the gun bars wasn't there. I understand why you do it, but I don't feel like you need to with your level of writing. And then there was, I seen on Twitter, somebody was saying that Saga took the Undertaker scheme. Now, I seen somebody else do it. He had dressed up. He really went on out. He dressed up and he did all that in whatever case may be, which was fire. I can't remember the person's name off the top, but I remember seeing it. And then Saga had one where, he said, ring his bell, bong, Undertaker coming, whatever case may be. I don't remember the line per se. But I don't think he stole it. I don't think it was I think it was two different ways that it was set up. So I'm not going to knock him off that. But I did see that on Twitter, so I wanted to put that out there in the universe. But in Jimmy's opinion, from a rating from 1 to 10, Saga's round, I give it a good 8.5 I'm gonna go with 8.5 because of the Undertaker and because of the gun. I took off 2 little notches, but it's not no big deal to me. It's still at 8.5. Saga was still very much upstairs. I'm definitely, if I do decide to sit down again with this and really write down the bars and really break it down, y'all gonna be like, Saga wrote that. And like I said, I can't applaud him enough, man. You know what I mean? Now, as far as Coogi, he comes straight off out the gate. I seen some clips on Twitter. And I thought it was already in his mid-round from the little bits and pieces that I've seen. But he started off his round straight to it. The aggression was there. The poise was there, because what I really like about Coogi, Saga's rapping, Saga's getting all in his space. Saga, what? Engaging with the crowd, and Coogi just like humble. You understand what I'm saying? If Saga say a hot line, he'll look over to his people and be like, nah, that was dope. You understand what I'm saying? If Saga says something that wasn't dope, it wasn't like, no, oh, what this boy talking about? It wasn't none of that. It was great sportsmanship, and it takes a lot, especially if you don't agree with your opponent is saying and you not to show no frustration. That says a lot of poise about you, Coogi, and I want to salute you for that. But back to you. Aggression was there. The bars was there. The setups was there. The only knock I got is, if you're comparing Saga and Coogi, Coogi might have, I don't want to call it dry spots, because Saga was punching so, like, consistently. So I don't want to say it was dry spot. It was just, it took you a little longer, maybe about a 15-second more longer to get to the point. But when you did get to the point, it all tied in and made sense. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I like what both battlers done. Once again, this was definitely a style clash. Coogi being more talking for the streets and the hood, you understand what I'm saying? And Saga is more of the religious, metaphoric angle, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, Coogi definitely has some angles, especially towards the middle to the end of his round. It was definitely one of those ones. It's again, man, I know Jimmy get on the camera and always say this is a preference, but at the end of the day, without me being biased, it's definitely a preference battle. You understand what I'm saying? So I got it as preference. You can lean either way. But I do like LL Coogi. I'm looking for more material from you, my boy. Keep working, keep grinding. Saga, we already know what you do. Continue to grow. Continue to show the people who already wrote you off why you are who you are. Man, listen, man. Jimmy ain't got on the shades today or the drip because it's Knicks time, baby. You see what's going on. You see the TV right there. It's that time, man. So I'm about to get off this camera. But I just wanted to shout out LL Coogi and Saga. And once again, to the ABCD Battle Rap League. I like what y'all doing. Upcoming battlers, if you need a one-rounder, that's the league to perform on. They are 2 for 2 so far from what Jimmy's seen. I'm quite sure they have other battles, but from what I've seen, they are 2 for 2 with the A-Wood and Arsenal and now Coogi and Saga. Man, make sure y'all tap in and salute to them. Listen, in the summertime, you need cool water, but all year round, 360 plus of those things. See the fingers, see the rolling. You need cool water. You smell me?